Welcome to the Reality Revolution. This is a guided meditation, escaping the money game forever, becoming the infinite player. You are trapped in a game you can never win. Not the obvious game, the hustle, the grind, the climb up whatever ladder you're on. I'm talking about something deeper. The game that runs beneath all that. The game where the rules say you must work hard to deserve money. Where resources are scarce and getting scarcer. Where your worth is measured by your bank balance, and where no matter how much you accumulate, it never quite is enough because it could all disappear tomorrow. As Robert Scheinfeld explains in his book Bustin' Loose from the Money Game, this is the money game, and you've been playing it your entire life without realizing you could simply stop. And the twist that'll bend your mind is you're not just a player in the game, you're the one who created it. You, the infinite consciousness, hearing these words right now, deliberately contracted yourself into a limited identity that believes it needs money to survive, to be worthy, to be free. You did this so convincingly that you actually forgot you were doing it. You've been method acting yourself into financial stress, scarcity consciousness, into the belief that your well-being depends on numbers in a bank account. And you've been brilliant at it. The anxiety feels completely real. The pressure to make more, save more, protect more, it feels like life or death. You've sold yourself on this illusion so thoroughly that questioning it seems naive, irresponsible, and dangerous. What if I told you that every dollar you've ever received you didn't earn, you generated it? What if the economy isn't something happening to you, but something happening through you? Money isn't flowing from external sources you must chase, but from consciousness itself taking form, and you are that consciousness. The reason this matters, the reason this changes everything is because once you see it, once you actually recognize you're the infinite player who created the limited player, the game loses its grip. The anxiety doesn't control you anymore. The numbers don't define you. The fear of loss doesn't drive you. You can still play, engage with money, work, business, investing, but you play from freedom instead of from fear. When you stop playing desperately and start playing freely, money flows. For the next few minutes, we're going to systematically dismantle every illusion that keeps you trapped in the money game. We're going to peel back layer after layer of conditioning, belief, and identity until you remember what you actually are. Infinite consciousness playing at limitation. And from that remembering, abundance becomes effortless. Not because you're trying to manifest it, but because you're recognizing you're the source from which all of it flows. Through this meditation, you're about to remember who you actually are. And once you do, the money game will never look the same again. Let's begin. Find a comfortable position where you can remain undisturbed. You can sit or lie down, whatever allows your body to be at ease, while remaining alert. Close your eyes or soften your gaze downward. Begin by simply noticing your breath, not changing it, just observing. The cool air flowing in through your nostrils, the slight pause at the top, the warm air flowing out, your chest rising and falling in its natural rhythm. As you settle into this moment, I want you to understand this isn't a meditation where you're trying to get something, achieve something, or become something. This is a meditation where you're remembering what you've always been, waking up, mid-performance, recognizing you're the actor who forgot they were acting. We're going to systematically dismantle the illusion that you're a limited being trapped in a money game. Before we address the money game, we need to establish who you actually are. So bring your attention to the simple fact of awareness itself. Right now, there's awareness of these words, awareness of sensations in your body, awareness of sounds around you, awareness of thoughts moving through you. Notice that every single experience you've ever had appeared in your awareness. You've never known anything outside of consciousness. Every sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, all appearing in the field of your awareness. Every thought, emotion, memory arising and dissolving in consciousness. Here's the question: where is the awareness located? Can you find its boundaries? Look for the edge of your consciousness. Where does it stop? You can't find an edge because there isn't one. Awareness has no location, size, or shape. It's not in your head. Your head appears in awareness. It's not your body. Your body arises in awareness. Awareness is the dimensionless space in which everything appears. And notice this awareness isn't passive. It's not just watching. It's generative. It's the creative field from which all form emerges. You're not consciousness trapped in a body observing an external world. Your consciousness generating the appearance of a body and world as patterns within itself. This is your direct, immediate experience when you actually look. Everything you know exists as knowing. The entire universe you experience is made of consciousness, your consciousness, taking different forms. I want you to feel into this. You are not a small thing in a big universe. You are the field in which the universe appears. You're not in the money game. The money game is a pattern arising in you. I want you to rest here for a moment. Just be this awareness, spacious, unlimited, prior to all form. This is your actual nature, not something you need to achieve, but you have always been. Now, from this place of recognizing yourself as awareness, let's look at the money game. Notice how it appears as thoughts, emotions, sensations in your body. Anxiety about bills, that's a tightness in your chest, a stream of worried thoughts. Your bank balance, that's just numbers you saw on a screen, now appearing as memory. The need to make more money, that's a feeling of contraction, of lack. All of it, every aspect of the money game appears in consciousness. As consciousness, it has no existence outside of the awareness of it. And notice you've been taking it so seriously, you've been believing that your well-being depends on these patterns of consciousness called money. You've been identifying with the character who struggles, needs, fears, who chases financial security, but you are not that character. You're the awareness in which the character appears. The character is just a role consciousness is playing, a very convincing role, a method acting performance so complete that the actor forgot they are acting. But in this moment, activated by my words, in this meditation, you're remembering now. You're seeing that the financial stress, the scarcity, the need to work harder to earn more, all of it is consciousness playing with itself. You, the infinite player, created this game of limitation to experience what it would be like to forget your unlimited nature. And you've been brilliant at it. The stress feels real, the lack feels real. The pressure is very realistic. You've convinced yourself so completely that you actually believe you're subject to economic forces beyond your control. But you are not. You're the one generating the forces. You're the one creating the limitation, holding yourself in this pattern. See if you can hold this perspective. The character in the story has financial concerns, but you're not the character. You're the author of the story. The character exists in you, not the other way around. From this perspective, money can't have any power over you. The bank balance has no power over awareness itself. Does the debt have any power over the field in which all experience arises? No. Because you are prior to all of it. You're the unchanging background against which all change occurs. You're the infinite space that cannot be touched by anything appearing within it. Take a moment and feel the freedom in this recognition. Dwell upon it. Meditate upon it. You haven't escaped the money game by winning it. You've recognized you were never actually trapped in it. You are the infinite player. Now let's go deeper into how you've been creating your financial reality. As infinite consciousness, you don't experience an objective world out there. You experience patterns of knowing arising within awareness. Everything you perceive as external is actually internal. So when you look at your bank account and see a number, that number doesn't exist out there as an objective fact. It exists as a pattern of consciousness arising in your awareness. You generated that number. Not your ego, not your personality, the infinite consciousness that you are generated that specific form in your experience. Now, some people think that other people can see my bank balance too. It must be objective reality, but you have never actually experienced another person's perception. You've only experienced your perception of them telling you what they perceive. Their experience is also a pattern arising in your consciousness. All of it. The bank, the computer, the other people, the economic system, the money itself. All patterns in your field of awareness. Become aware of this now. Think about your current financial situation. Notice what arises. Maybe anxiety or frustration or resignation. Feel where it lives in your body. This is the energetic pattern you're holding around money. This is the frequency you're broadcasting. Now I want you to notice that you're not this feeling. You're the awareness observing the feeling. The feeling arises in you, but you remain unchanged by it. You're the space in which anxiety appears, but the space itself is never anxious. From this place of being the space rather than the contents, you can choose different patterns. You can choose different frequencies. Let's practice. As awareness, as the infinite field, imagine choosing a different pattern. What would it feel like if large sums of money were flowing into your experience easily? Not trying to force this feeling, but gently allowing it to arise, like trying on a costume. What does this abundance feel like? Feel the warmth of it in your chest, an expansion, a sense of possibility, of freedom. Let this feeling grow. You're not pretending, you're consciously choosing a frequency that consciousness could be holding instead of the scarcity frequency. This is how creation works. Consciousness holds patterns, and reality conforms to those patterns. When you shift from holding the pattern of lack to holding the pattern of abundance, your experience reorganizes itself. Everything exists in the now. In the quantum field, all possibilities exist simultaneously. The version of you struggling exists now. The version of you with abundant wealth exists now. These aren't future possibilities. They're present realities existing in different frequency bands. Radio stations broadcasting simultaneously. So let's tune to a different station. Imagine as clearly as you can the version of you who's living in an abundant flow. Not someday, now, in this moment, somewhere in the infinite field of consciousness. This version exists. What does this abundant version of you feel like? How do they carry themselves? What's their energy? They are free and relaxed, creative and generous. Feel into this. See this version of yourself clearly. Notice they're not working harder than you. They're not more deserving. They're simply tuned to a different frequency. Now I want you to merge with this version right now. You're not separate from them. They're another pattern that consciousness is holding. Feel yourself merging with this abundant version. Their confidence becomes your confidence. Their ease becomes your ease. Their certainty becomes your certainty. The timeline between where you are and where they are is not made of time. It's made of frequency. So what frequency is your abundant self holding? Tune into it. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's excited anticipation. Find the feeling and let it fill you completely. This feeling is the state in which money naturally flows. When you are genuinely feeling abundant, reality reorganizes itself to match. Your abundant future self is reaching towards you now. Can you feel it? They're pulling you forward, showing you the path. They know something you're beginning to remember. The journey between here and there is instantaneous. You don't need to figure out how the money will come. That's the limited mind trying to control the infinite. The infinite consciousness that you are knows pathways your ego can't imagine. Your job is not to figure it out. Your job is to hold the frequency and let consciousness do what consciousness does: create. The money game only has power when you identify as the limited self, the character who needs money, fears losing it, believes survival depends on it. But you're not that character. You never were. Notice what happens when you withdraw your identification from that limited self. Who are you without the story of struggle? Who are you without the identity of someone trying to make it, trying to get ahead, to achieve security? You're just awareness, pure consciousness, infinite, already complete, already whole. From this place, money is just energy, taking a particular form. It might flow into your experience, it might not, but either way, you're fine, you are free. Your well-being is not depending on external circumstances, because you're the source from which all circumstances arise. Imagine yourself without any financial identity at all, not rich, not poor, not working on becoming rich, not recovering from being poor, just pure being, just awareness, just the space in which the entire money game unfolds. How does it feel to need nothing, to be completely perfect exactly as you are? To recognize that consciousness itself lacks nothing, wants nothing, fears nothing. This is freedom. This is what you actually are beneath all the roles, all the identities, all the games. And when you genuinely need nothing, everything flows towards you, because you're no longer blocking the flow with grasping, fear, with control. You're open, empty, available for anything to move through you. The money game requires a limited self to play. When you stop identifying as that limited self, you can still participate in the game, but the game no longer defines you or your life. You play without being played. This is the ultimate freedom. Not freedom from the money game, but freedom within it. You can work, earn, save, invest, spend, all while knowing it's just a game. Just a pattern in consciousness, and you are the consciousness in which all patterns appear. Now, from this place of recognizing yourself as infinite consciousness, let's consciously choose the patterns you want to experience. Not from neediness or fear, but from creative play. Start by feeling into the reality where large sums of money flow to you easily. Don't think about it, feel it. What does it feel like? Not the money itself, but the consciousness holding that reality. What's the quality? What's the texture? What's the emotional tone? Find the texture and amplify it. Make it stronger, more vivid, more real in your body. This feeling is not trying to attract money. This feeling is the consciousness that generates money as a natural byproduct. Now you see money coming to you from multiple sources, not because you're chasing it, but because you become magnetic to it. You're holding the frequency that money naturally flows toward. See it coming easily. Opportunities appearing that are obvious, simple, aligned, things clicking into place with perfect timing, doors opening, the right people showing up, synchronicities multiplying, all of it feeling effortless, natural, like water flowing downhill. See the money coming quickly, your timeline accelerating. What might have taken years happens in months. What might have taken months happens in weeks. The gap between intention and manifestation has collapsed because you're operating from source, not from the limited self. See increased quantities, each wave larger than the last. Your capacity to receive expanding exponentially. What seems like a lot today becomes normal tomorrow. You're normalizing wealth, making it your baseline, your default setting. See it coming continuously, not sporadically, not occasionally, but steadily, reliably. Like a river that never stops flowing. This is your new normal. Abundance is not an occasional peak experience. It's the constant background of your life. See it coming clean, in the best interest of all, with the free will of all. No manipulation, force, or karma attached, just pure aligned serving the whole abundance. The more you receive, the more you can give. The wealthier you become, the greater you have an impact. See yourself keeping what you need, giving generously, spending on what brings joy, investing wisely. Hold all of this as a reality that consciousness is choosing to experience. You are consciousness, no longer needing to play the game, choosing your reality, tuning to it, embodying it, becoming it. Let this vision saturate every cell of your body. Let it rewire your nervous system. Let it become your new baseline frequency. See it, imagine it, become it. This is what you're creating right now, this moment, this eternal now. Now let's embody what it means to be the infinite player. You're not trying to escape the game. You're recognizing you created it in the first place. You're the author, the director, the stage, and every actor. From this recognition, how do you want to play? What kind of game do you want to experience? Remember, you're not bound by the rules. You made the rules. You can change them at any time. Imagine yourself moving through your day. You wake up knowing you are infinite awareness, playing a human character. You engage with work, with money, with responsibilities, but you're not identified with any of it. You're free, playful, and creative. When financial concerns arise, you recognize them as patterns in consciousness, not threats to your well-being. When opportunities appear, you say yes from freedom, not from need. When money flows in, you receive it with gratitude, but without attaching your worth to it. It's just energy, just form, just consciousness taking a particular shape. When challenges arise, you recognize they're part of the game. Obstacles you placed in your own path to make the game interesting. Just feel what it's like to live from this awareness, this incredible lightness, the freedom, the joy. You're not taking the money game seriously anymore. You're playing it, enjoying it, manifesting from it. But you know it's just a game. Feel yourself stabilizing in this recognition. Take a deep breath and notice how your body feels, maybe lighter, maybe more spacious and calm. Create a physical anchor for this state. A simple gesture, touching thumb to forefinger, placing a hand on the heart, taking a specific kind of breath. Do it now while you're in this elevated state. This creates a neurological link. Whenever you do this in the future, It will generate this frequency. When old patterns return, and they will, because patterns have momentum, you can simply recognize them. Oh, there's the anxiety pattern. There's the scarcity pattern. Just recognize them as patterns in consciousness, not as truth. And then return to what you know. Feel yourself as the space in which all patterns appear. Remember, you are the infinite player, and the game has no power over you. Begin to deepen your breath. Feel your body where it connects to the surface beneath you. Hear the sounds around you. As you come back fully, make a commitment. This was not just a pleasant escape. This was a fundamental shift in consciousness. You've practiced being who you actually are, infinite awareness playing a human game. Carry this forward throughout your day, throughout your week. Keep returning to this recognition. I am not the character. I am the awareness in which the character appears. I am not in the money game. The money game is in me. When you operate from this truth, everything changes. Not because you're trying to change anything, but because you're being what you actually are, and reality reorganizes itself around that truth. When you're ready in your own time, open your eyes. Welcome back, infinite player. The money game continues, but you're no longer trapped in it. You create whatever you want, no longer controlled by the rules of the game. You can play it however you want, and at any moment you can remember you are the infinite consciousness in which all games arise and dissolve. You are boundless. You are free. You always have been. Go out into the day and have the most amazing day, and welcome to the reality revolution.